Well, it's not every day that you get the chance to soar like a California condor over exotic animals and open exhibits. Wes Parker got to do just that when he went to visit the San Diego Zoo's Wild Animal Park's latest attraction, the Flightline. Let's take a look at his wild ride in this edition of The Good Life.
A really special treat for you today at San Diego Zoo's Wild Animal Park, one of the most unique spots on the planet because they have 1,800 acres of preserved land specifically for plants, animals, and we are going to give you a really exciting tour, including ziplining, where you're going to see me flying.
We have all sorts of different types of activities that people can take part in, both to see animals and also to get out and be on a real adventure safari. Some of the things we have are overnight camping, which is our roar and snore operation, which takes place really close to this area. Guests come and they get to stay overnight. They hear the roar of animals overnight.
I am now inside a Roar and Snore premium tent. Has its own bedding, its own mattress, some side tables, and contains the heat very well, so you won't get cold here. One of the best kept secrets, I think.
Flightline is a unique experience. It's about an hour and a half where you're going to learn about how animals fly, birds, bats, bugs, but you're also going to get some instruction on how to ride the Flightline. And then lastly, and the best part, you're going to take 2 flights. One is a training run to get you used to it. And then secondly is a ride that's 2/3 of a mile long, where you're going to travel over 3 continents, North America, Asia, and then Africa. During your journey, you're going to see giraffe and Indian rhino and gaur and storks and cranes from a bird's perspective.
Ziplining actually mimics the soaring flight of the condor, and 1/3 of the proceeds from this ride actually go to conserving the California condor and its habitat. This is going to be a highlight of my life, should I survive it. This is for people with real courage. Take a look at that.
Double checking everything once again.
Good signal, lean back, landing position. Okay, we're ready to go.
I don't have a fear of heights, thank goodness, and I am looking forward to this, but I have a little trepidation, like a normal human being.
I'll be right back, hi-ho!
Was I right or was I right? Fabulous experience. I had a terrific time, and I really was flying there for a while. What an experience. So you've got to come here. You really do. 1,800 acres, wonderful spot, not too far from San Diego or Los Angeles. Hope to see you here one day. This is Wes Parker bringing you the good life for California Life.
Well, if flying on the zip line isn't enough excitement for you, how about flying across California, especially when you're trying to get away for the weekend during Friday night traffic? Let's Go Flying offers a chance to pilot your own plane, and it's never too early to think of the perfect Father's Day, Mother's Day, or birthday gift. I surprised my husband Pete with a special flight to Catalina at AIA in Chino, a present he'll never forget. Check it out.
What we offer here is an opportunity to get in the air, to find out what it's like to actually fly.
I've always wanted to do that, and to have that happen just out of the blue was just such a great surprise.
Holy cow. Unbelievable.
Do you feel like I'm flying today?
Absolutely.
Well, today it was an exciting day. We got a chance to take Pete up his first time at the controls of a small aircraft.
Welcome. Thank you.
This is pretty much an instant lesson.
Yeah. It's like when the mama bird throws the baby bird out of the nest. Fly!
He met with the instructor. He talked about what was going to happen
It's nice and clean, which again, it's on your checklist here, but it's just to make sure that the fuel tank is vented, so that we don't have some kind of build up.
The education that I got just in the brief time that we did it, you know, you feel completely at ease.
Basically, I just have a checklist here, and this is something we are going to go through line by line.
Okay.
This flight is a chance for somebody to get a taste of what flying is all about, because they actually get to fly the airplane themselves. This is, you know, very much like a car as far as the steering goes, but then when we pull, that's when the aircraft will climb.
Thanks, hon. Say goodbye to the girls for me.
I hope my life insurance is up to date.
Seatbelts are good. Fuel selector valve is on both. That's this right here. This puts fuel left, right, or center.
I was definitely nervous, but you know, you feel calm and at ease because you've got Chris next to you, and he, you know, takes you through each step of the flight. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. We flew around Catalina, and you know, seeing it at that perspective, and actually being able to, you know, tilt the wings and fly around and look at Avalon, and you know, fly by the casino, and then we flew around the corner of the island and came back, and you know, I never even had dreamt of doing that before, so it was amazing to be able to do that yourself.
He was really confident in controlling the aircraft. I was very impressed. He did a great job.
We can let somebody experience that for as little as $50 with our introductory flight, and so yeah, we open up the world of flight to people.
It's so much fun, so I'd recommend this to anybody.
Hey, look at that.
My first book.
Your first one, 1.6.
Wow. Very
Congratulations, you're on your way.
All right. Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.
If you can drive a car and read a map, you can learn to fly. And lessons are more affordable than you might think. Alliance International Aviation offers a demo flight for as little as $50. Just go to their website for more information. Well, here on our show, we like to bring you the best stories in California, and there's nothing better than a true rags to riches story. So let's head to Santa Cruz, where Monique Soltani shows us how one winemaker's journey has truly been a labor of love.
Vine Hill Winery is perched high above the bay and deep in the heart of the Santa Cruz Mountains. It's one of the highest rated wineries in the region. The man behind the bottle doesn't have your typical winemaker's tale.
When I was called to work for a winery, I was like, oh, I can make wine. Yeah, but the job was as a gardener.
Did you ever think that dream would come to life?
Not at all, because I didn't speak English at the time, a little bit. I didn't see myself being in the wine business. The reason is I don't see a lot of Mexican people, you know, making wine. So I saw my chances being kind of, you know, how.
Sal Godinez says it's his thirst for knowledge that took him from the garden to the bottle.
I'm a dreamer.
Bringing you the best in California.
I set my stakes very high.
From Santa Cruz.
That's what keeps me going.
I'm Monique Soltani.
I'm Audra Stafford, and coming up on California Life, I'll take you behind the scenes of one of the most popular shows on tour, Wicked.
I've spent nearly 30 years looking for an effective, instant breakthrough to reduce the appearance of wrinkles that can be applied topically instead of with surgery or invasive medical techniques. And I finally found it with Derm Exclusives Fill-In Freeze.
We're at a top Manhattan salon. Some very demanding New Yorkers have agreed to put Fill-In Freeze to the test. Here is the Fill-In Freeze. Just squeeze the tube and apply it directly to your face. Did the wrinkles go away? Let's take a look.
Wow, I'm young again. I don't feel like an old lady. Lines are gone.
Oh my God. Wow, I can't believe it. It looks really good. It gives you a whole new confidence. I think I'm gonna cry.
It definitely took 10 years off. If I went to a dermatologist here in the city, I would pay $300–400 for this.
I know you're wondering what Derm Exclusive can do for you. Well, you don't have to wonder. You can order it right now and try it for yourself, absolutely risk-free. And here's how.
Call now during this special direct-to-consumer offer, and you won't pay $120. Today, you can get your own instant results with Fill and Freeze for only $59. But that's not all. Today, we're taking another $20 off, so now you can get Fill and Freeze for the incredibly low price of only $39.95. And act fast, because Dr. Orden is giving the first 500 callers a second Fill and Freeze free. That's nearly $120 of Fill and Freeze for only $39.95. And this special offer gets even better. Today, we'll also send you these 3 anti-aging bonus treatments, a $200 value, free. Order now and we'll even upgrade your order to express delivery free. Call now to get 2 tubes of Fill and Freeze plus $200 in free bonuses, all for only $39.95. Call 1-800-724-5570. That's 1-800-724-5570. Order now.
It was 2004, and Scott Patinga and his new bride, Joanna, woke up to your typical newlywed day. Bliss. Yeah, Scott Patinga was on cloud 9 until he discovered a lump.
10 years ago, I got diagnosed with testicular cancer. One day I went to bed just perfectly fine and woke up with stage 1 testicular cancer.
Scott immediately started seeking medical guidance. Feeling uneasy with the medical advice he was getting, he decided to seek answers elsewhere.
We lived in a small little town called Reading, Pennsylvania. I didn't think that I was getting the treatment that I deserved, so we moved to Minneapolis so I could be closer to the Mayo Clinic.
But cancer treatment took a toll on his body, his mind, and his marriage.
30 days after our wedding, I got diagnosed. We've been together for almost 11 years now, but for 10 years of that, I've essentially been what I call Mr. High. I've been on this emotional roller coaster for the entire time. For so long, emotionally, physically, mentally, I was a totally different person.
Determined to regain control of his health, mind, and body, Scott did a lot of research and discovered resources and realized a hard fact. Testicular cancer information wasn't prevalent. He noticed there was a lack of community, funding, and access.
When I got diagnosed, I didn't know anybody who had testicular cancer. So I had no sounding board, nobody to talk to, I didn't know where to go. So I just relied on the advice of the doctor.
He fought on and eventually found the USC Norris Cancer Center.
I reached out to them about 6 months ago, part of it because I was introduced by another cancer survivor named Johnny Emmerman, who formed a phenomenal organization called Emmerman Angels out of Chicago. Think of like a Match.com for cancer patients.
As a cancer survivor, Scott is working closely with USC, determined to raise awareness and gain the right type of treatment for anyone suffering with testicular cancer. He's learned that funding, access, and knowledge is key, so he's been paying it forward in many ways, including with his Think Different Foundation and saying, F mediocrity.
Well, I think part of it is just because the doctor has a piece of pigskin on the wall doesn't mean he's always right. We fail to ask the basic question when we're in medical need. For my disease, I never asked the doctor, hey, how many of these cases have you actually done before? Again, only 8,800 men a year get the disease.
Since posing those important questions, he has healed. Scott has become a socialpreneur. He went on to become a semi-finalist for Entrepreneur Magazine's Entrepreneur of the Year award and is featured in Inc. Magazine's list of fastest growing private companies. His book is a read made to inspire.
It's called No One Ever Drowned in Sweat. It's not necessarily a business book, it's more of a self-help book the way I categorize it at the end of the day. It talks about 4 important criteria, which is called GRIT. And GRIT is an acronym for Guts, Resiliency, Initiative, and Tenacity.
Along with the support of the USC Cancer Center, his wife Joanna, and 3 beautiful girls, Scott has been breathing life. He has donated $500,000 to the USC Cancer Center. Since his cancer diagnosis, he has gone on to run nearly a dozen businesses and nonprofits. Along with the Think Different Foundation, Scott's aim to prove that even cancer won't bring him down. For information on how you can help and more, check out scottpatinga.com or our website at californialifehd.com.
I'm Audra Stafford, and coming up on California Life, I'll take you behind the scenes of one of the most popular shows on tour, Wicked.
Big news from Beverly Hills. Celebrity plastic surgeon Dr. Andrew Orden has discovered an anti-aging breakthrough called Fill and Freeze, and he's giving away 1 million bottles free.
Wow, I'm young again. I don't feel like an old lady. The lines are gone.
It definitely took 10 years off. If I went to a dermatologist here in the city, I would pay $400 for this.
I've spent nearly 30 years looking for an effective, instant breakthrough to reduce the appearance of wrinkles, and I finally found it with Derm Exclusives Fill-In Freeze.
This instant wrinkle-removing miracle sells for $60, but get yours now for only $39.95, and we'll include a second tube free. Dr. Orden will even include these 3 anti-aging bonus treatments, a $200 value free. But you must call to order. Call 1-800-679-5040. That's 1-800-679-5040. Order now.
How do businesses get to the next level? The answer: incorporate. California Life's business reporter Jock Lubin of Inkplan.net shares weekly updates, tips, and inside information on his new blog at Inkplan.net, where you can begin your path to future success today. Visit Inkplan.net.
Want a more attractive smile? Discover Smile Simplicity Veneers. Porcelain veneer shields that transform your smile. Without pain, without needles, and without removing any of your sensitive tooth structure. Whiten, reshape, and straighten your smile painlessly.
I would definitely recommend Smile Simplicity to everyone.
For free information about Smile Simplicity, call 1-888-543-1143 or visit smilesimplicity.com.
Costumes, props, set pieces, it's all part of what makes Wicked one of the most popular shows on tour. And it takes a small army and a convoy of trucks to get all of this stuff into the theater.
Popular, I'll help you be popular.
It's wickedly funny.
You'll be good at sports. Know the slang you've got to know. So
Wickedly creative.
you've got an awfully long way to go.
And wickedly busy in the days leading up to opening night in a new city.
Letitia, Pete, would you guys mind harnessing up? You're gonna go up with EJ and do the hookup.
We set up all the scenery and the lighting and the props.
No easy task when you consider there's enough to fill 14 semi-trucks.
You gotta line up downstage right.
The show has its own choreography, but there's very elaborate choreography behind the scenes just to
Very
get it
much,
set up.
very much so. And you know, we've been at it a while with this one. This is almost 10 years.
And head electrician Todd Davis has been there for most of them.
You get the ladder over.
All right, Anchor.
Okay. You want to come down, I'll bet. We call this the shark cage. That's where I run the show from.
You're actually up there working during the show, so you get to hear the crowd reaction.
time.
You're not just loading it in and then your job is done.
No, I'm in there all the time. Yes.
So what's that like for you? Is that pretty satisfying?
Yes, absolutely. It's a lot better to be on shows that everybody loves it.
Wicked is loved for its incredible music, story, and characters. As well as its gravity-defying visual effects, like the flying monkeys.
There's a human that's physically pulling on the big black rope to make the monkey go up and down, and a human next to that person pulling on the little rope, which has that silver thing hanging there. It makes the monkey travel on and off stage.
It's clear setting the stage is a big job. But for Davis and his crew, the hard work pays off each time the curtain goes up.
It's a really good show.
I have been changed
Bringing you the best of entertainment
for good.
I'm Audra Stafford for California Life.
At just 25 years of age, Roush Fenway Racing's Ricky Stenhouse Jr. stands on the cusp of the sports elite.
People saying I'm a future of our sport. I feel like I can be the best driver in NASCAR, and that's what Jack Roush hires me to do.
Already a NASCAR champion and commonly referred to as the future of the sport, Stenhouse possesses an unwavering commitment to success and an unyielding attitude forged from a fire makes steel upbringing and an iron will that simply refuses to to be outworked by any would-be challenger.
I don't feel like anybody's going to outwork me.
Stenhouse's aggressive, wide-open temperament, while occasionally drawing the ire of the competition, has sparked the passion of fans, making him one of the fastest-growing stars in the sport, and prompting legendary team owner Jack Roush to promote his young driver into Roush Fenway's historic number 17 Sprint Cup Ford in 2013.
Aggressive is my style when it comes to driving.
Perhaps more than any skill, Stenhouse's hard-nosed work ethic and practical mindset has propelled the young driver to the threshold of greatness. Young, aggressive, determined, and with the loftiest of goals, to be the best ever to get behind the wheel of a car.
Everybody wants to be the best in their sport. I think it's an achievable goal.
Ricky's strong presence and well-spoken demeanor has made him a favorite with fans and partners alike, a feeling that is well reciprocated by the young driver.
It's nice when you get out of the car and you really believe in what they do as a company.
But Stenhouse's ascent through the NASCAR ranks has not come without moments of trial. In 2010, Roush actually set his young star down after a series of early struggles.
Jack set us out a couple races, also put me in the shop working. I was here at 6:30 with the guys and stayed till 5:30, and this was a part of the shop. I think that was a good learning experience, but it was a tough one.
However, like a true champion, Stenhouse persevered, pulling from his experience and understanding it's the scars along the way that has afforded him the toughness and grit to go door to door, outdueling some of the fiercest competition in all of professional sports. Having overcome early struggles, Stenhouse is poised to take the reins of the number 17 Sprint Cup Ford in 2013 while launching down another path that serves as only a continuation of his unbridled desire to be the best. This is Roush Fenway Racing.
Hi, this is Steven Tyler, and I love California life.
Hey, I'm Christina Perry, and I love California life.
We love California life.
Hi, I'm Joe Buck, and I love California life.
Hi, I'm Nick Barrios, fashion designer. You may know me from Project Runway, and you're watching California Life.